Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Spooky, ooky, ooky.
Spooky, ooky, ooky. Hi again, it's us.
Hello.
Hello. This is a Paige podcast.
Tis.
You have to project a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Get a little bit closer. We're closer than we've ever been.
Closer.
Closer?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that too? I do.
Never.
We are joined today by my brother Gage again, and Camden, our cousin.
Say hello.
Hi.
Perfect.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay. So we're just gonna get right into it. Sorry, my voice has been going away. Rona. Not really. Unless. All right, Paige, tell what we're talking about.
Today we are talking about Edgar Allen Poe.
Edgar Allen Poe.
Yes.
Really?
No.
Oh, damn it. I was like, he's a hoe?
Well, I mean, there's some weird shit that happens.
I'm just going to pull this closer.
Kiss it. Weird. No, but he's kind of a weirdo. A little bit.
I'm nervous.
I mean, not bad. It's not, like, outrageous. It's just a little sketchy. Little bit.
When was this? Oh, you're going to tell me when he was born, so
Yeah, so we'll just go right into it. Okay, so he was born January 19th, 1809 in Boston, Massachusetts.
1809? Why did I think he was older? Like 1700s.
Yeah, I always get my timeline confused, and I don't know when anything ever is.
Oh my gosh, he was a child when Alexander Hamilton was doing fishy shit. Okay, go on.
Why did I know you were going to say that? I knew it.
Because Alexander Hamilton.
I'm just on downstairs.
Just on.
And he died October 7th. So, October.
What? October 7th. Isn't that someone's birthday?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. But he died in Spooty Month.
October. Spooty.
Spooty?
Yeah.
Spooky.
1849. So he was only 40 when he died.
That's when Alexander Hamilton died too. Everyone's dying in their 40s.
Spooky. I guess in that time 40 was the time to die.
You were living. You were very old. 40?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. If you were living, you were living. I didn't know.
Shut up. We're doing a podcast. Okay. I'm listening.
So, for those of you who don't know, he was an American writer, poet, editor, and literary critic. He is known to be one of the earliest practitioners of short stories. So, he, basically invented them.
Oh, shit.
Not really, but,
Oh.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. He was one of the first people to actually write them. So, pretty cool. He well, what he was considered the inventor of was detective fiction. So,
really?
Yeah. So he started that.
Oh, shit. And yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're saying, detective stuff. Without him, we wouldn't have Lucifer.
Yeah. Without him, we wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have writers like, what's his name? James Patterson.
Oh.
Yeah, do you know who that is?
Yeah, you have a lot of his books, don't you?
I do. He's pretty cool.
I did not know that. I thought Edgar Allan Poe was just I'm going to write morbid shit. Well, that too, but he...
Yeah. Yeah, he invented the detective shit.
He's a detective.
Yep, pretty cool. And he was also the first well-known writer to earn a living through writing alone. So just writing. He tried so hard to make that his sole career, but he didn't make money off of it. Yeah, it was hard.
If he was alive really today, he'd bank off of it.
Right? Yeah. I was listening to a podcast on the way here, trying to get a little more information about him, and I can't remember who it was. It was Dan something, because it was just a random. I typed in Edgar Allan Poe, and it just random things popped up. I'll have to go back and look. But he said that Stephen King makes $94 million a year.
Stop it.
Yeah, so could you imagine how much money Edgar Allan Poe could make in, like, today?
He would make a lot. And the movies that would come from it.
Yeah.
I mean, there has been movies with that one actor that was... I think you like him. I don't know who he is. You know...
John Cusack.
Yeah.
The Raven.
Yeah, okay.
I love that movie.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I feel like they should remake it. No offense.
You know, I haven't really watched it in a long time.
You're coming over Saturday, aren't you?
I think so.
We'll watch it Saturday. I thought you were because of Hannah.
Maybe. Well, we might have other plans.
Are you not doing the horses anymore?
Maybe. I'm going to ask Nevaeh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we might go to Bear World.
I want to go to Bear World.
Yeah. Yeah, so we might do that instead.
Are you going to sleep there?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Me and Cody were talking about it today.
They get to know what's going on.
I know. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so we might do that, but I'm going to ask her and see what she wants to do.
Happy birthday, Nevaeh.
Yeah, Saturday.
Happy birthday. Woo!
She'll be 7.
Stop. No, wait. No, she's only 6. Shut up.
7 on Saturday.
Oh.
I know.
Did you tell her about Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
Oh.
Well, I've been talking about him the last few days, so
okay.
yeah, but
no.
she doesn't really know. Her favorite movie, by the way, is Scream.
That's going to be an episode.
Yes, it is.
Of course she likes Scream. When they
Loves
slept
it.
over, that's what they watched.
Yeah.
This is Sid. Super bitch.
Yep. They are little creeps, just...
Little creeps.
I love them. Little spooky babies.
Speaking of being little creeps, we match again today.
Yeah, not on purpose this time.
Not on purpose.
It's our... Is it a crow or a raven?
I'm going to say it's a raven.
We're going to call it a raven for today.
Yeah.
Our raven's sitting on a skull. It's the best.
From Wicked Clothing. Sponsor us.
Sponsor
TM.
us, please.
Please.
Give us free clothes.
Please give us free clothes. We're orphan boys.
Oh my god.
Little orphan boys that read Edgar Allan Poe. What?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, I am British. Oh, I'm just a little British Indian.
His mother was British.
His mom. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she also sounded like how I sounded.
Probably.
She's like, Ed, get your ass inside.
You know, it's probably a little bit of British and a little bit of Scottish because that's where his grandpa was from.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's the weather.
The whaler. I can't do it.
Get inside, Edgar. It's the weather.
You sounded like a Brave.
If you could change your fate, would you?
Yes. Yes.
I bet he would change. Would he change his fate?
Yes.
Oh no.
I think so.
Oh no.
I mean, it's very sad.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm ready.
Okay.
Spooky ooky.
So, yeah. Spooky ooky. You making fun of us?
You're making fun of us back there?
Yep.
Oh.
What do we expect?
Get him.
Cute.
Okay.
All right, I'm
So,
ready.
yeah, it was very hard to make money because you know how there's copyright laws where people can't take your stuff and sell it without paying you?
Yeah.
Those weren't... They didn't exist.
Fucking sucks.
So people would steal his stuff and sell it and be like, this is cool. Here.
Oh.
Yeah, so he didn't get any money.
Damn it.
Yeah, so it was very hard. Like, he only made $9 off of the Raven. $9.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna pay for his new horse. But
Like, yeah, back then, that, what was it equivalent to? Like, $200?
wow.
So, I mean, it was kind of a lot, kind of not, but
still, that's sad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he didn't get credit.
no, but it was...
Or he got credit, but it did not make much.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, he got the credit, he just didn't get the money. Like, his name was well known. Like, everybody knew who he was from the Raven, basically. So he was well known, he just didn't make money off of it, so he just kind of was poor.
Poor
He
Ed.
was struggling.
Poor Eddie.
Poor Eddie. Yeah,
Eddie
in my notes, I didn't want to keep writing Edgar. 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 So I put Eddie.
Eddie. Yes, Eddie boy.
Eddie boy.
Eddie boy.
Yeah. So, anyways, what?
He said Eddie Brock.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Venom.
Oh. I love that movie, though.
Same. Venom.
I should have known. Okay. So, he was the second child born out of 3 to actors David and Elizabeth, or Eliza, Poe.
Eliza and Peggy.
Oh my god. Every time. Yeah, so they were like, not like big screen actors, because that wasn't a thing back then, was it?
It was play actors.
It was plays, yeah. So they also, that was a bad time to be any kind of artist, because they didn't make much money off of that either.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so and his dad actually had stage fright. Yeah, he was actually wanted to be like a lawyer, but it like didn't work out. So he was like, I'll just be an actor with my wife. Yeah.
What
so they were actors.
So this whole family was like,
yeah.
What's the word?
They're just
creative.
Mm-hmm, they were just artists.
Artists.
Yep. But
oh no.
His father abandoned them.
What?
When he was a year. He just up and left. Gone.
He did not have stage fright. He did not give a shit because
he was problematic.
He sounds problematic. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He just left.
He's
like
just gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and they say yeah, right? And they say that he died a year after he left to consumption, tuberculosis. Yeah. And his poor mom died the same year.
Oh my
a year
god.
later.
Oh my
tuberculosis.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He
was
very
only
unfortunate.
2.
Who? Okay, you're gonna tell me he took care of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So
unless he was just an orphan.
He was a little orphan. No. But back to his brothers and sisters really quick.
Mm-hmm.
He had a brother, his older brother, named William Henry Leonard Poe, but he went by Henry. And then his little sister was Rosalie Mackenzie Poe.
Oh.
Yeah, super cute. And so she was only like, what, a year?
Yeah,
less than a year when she died, when their mom died.
Sad.
Yeah, it was so sad.
So he has
an older brother. And
2 older siblings now.
It's...
Henry? Her name was Eliza.
Yeah, so mom is Eliza. And then there's Henry, the brother, Edgar, him, and then Rosalie, the little sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she died it was 1811.
No. How old? She was only like 10 then, right? Because he was born in 1800.
No, so he was born January 19th, 1809.
Oh, so
she died in 1811, so he was only 2.
No, that is so sad. Did she Did she die from that too?
Tuberculosis. Yeah.
Oh my god, why is it taking everybody?
That was popular back then. Like everybody's dying from that back then.
It's like Edward with the Spanish flu.
Yes, exactly.
Poor other Eddie.
They just are unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sad.
I know it. So yeah, and then yeah, but they were all there. Like she was surrounded by her children when she died. So they all, as little as they were, they said goodbye.
That's good.
Yeah. It's so sad though.
I know.
I feel bad. But yeah, they were all taken in by people. Henry was taken in by their paternal grandparents. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they didn't just take them all. Like I would have, you know.
Oh, they didn't take them all.
They only took Henry.
Henry boy.
Yeah. And then Rosalie was adopted by William and Jane Mackenzie. So that's where they got her middle name.
Oh,
they just put their last name and then her
real last name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's sweet of them.
Yeah. Same with Edgar. Allen is his
his adoptive parents' last name. Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was just fancy.
Right? I know. So Edgar and Rosalie didn't get middle names. It was just their names and then Poe. But Henry got William Henry Leonard. He was special.
If the first child, they're special.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, she was adopted by them, and she just didn't stay in touch.
No.
She just kind of went her own way.
Maybe because she was so little, too.
Oh, yeah, she was so little, and then these people just were like, they took her in and took care of her. And then he was adopted by John and Frances Allen.
Okay.
Yes. They never actually officially adopted him. they just kind of fostered him, but he was with them until he was
leave
a young adult.
Oh, okay.
You know, they promised his family that they were gonna take him in, send him to school, just take care of him, you know.
Okay.
So they did that, but his dad was kind of weird. He was loving, but also kind of hard on him.
Oh, okay.
He disciplined him, but showed him he cared.
Oh, okay. So dad's dad. Like grandpa, if grandpa ever listens to this. Yeah. Oh no, please don't. Don't listen to it. We swear you're gonna get into this.
Yeah, so he was just kind of tough as a child.
But
yeah. I read that he was named after a William Shakespeare character from the play King Lear.
I am not surprised. Of course, this literature man would be named after something William Shakespeare wrote, or
right?
His ghostwriter wrote. We all know William Shakespeare was not the writer.
Seriously,
we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So they ended up sailing to the UK in 1815, where Edgar attended multiple boarding schools. So he went to, I didn't write it down. Just one of them for a year, and then went back to live with them in London for a little while. And then they sent him to more, another one.
Oh my God.
So he was there from 1815 to 1820, just kind of in boarding schools, being educated. And I guess he was a really good student. The deans or whatever they call him wrote back to the parents and were like, he's very smart, he's a good kid.
Why did I have it in my head that he was a delinquent?
Later in life.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of, not terrible, but he has his problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie.
Beep,
beep, Richard.
Yeah, so after that, he lived his life, and then once he started college at the University of Virginia, he had to leave after a year because he ran out of money. His foster father was like, you can only have money for school and supplies, and that's it. Obviously, you can't live off of that.
Yeah.
You need food and clothes and stuff like that. So they actually started clashing because he wouldn't give him money, but then also Edgar gambled it away.
What a little... Okay, so there he is. Oh my God.
He had a gambling problem, so he accumulated all this debt from gambling.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't blame his dad for
getting
mad at him. No. If
Yeah.
you're gonna gamble it away, you can't have college money.
Dog?
Did you hear that too?
Did you hear that too?
Go away.
But oh my gosh.
Yeah,
of course.
shithead.
That's where I got it. Probably knowing this little fucker.
Yep, that's what he did. And then eventually, after he couldn't go to college, he enlisted in the U.S. Army.
Most delinquents do. No offense to anybody who's serving.
Yeah.
Thank you for serving, but also you were a delinquent.
Back then, long time ago.
You were.
Yeah,
Alexander Hamilton.
Yes, and he hated it. He wanted to be a writer. Damn it.
So why'd he enlist? To get money? Do you get money?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll get to that. So he enlisted in May of 1827 under Edgar A. Perry. So he didn't want to use his actual name. And he said he was 22 when he was only 18.
What a little shit.
He's a little liar.
Little liar.
Yeah. So he served at Fort Independence in Boston Harbor for only $5 a month.
What is going on?
I know, that's nothing. I guess it's a lot back then. Kind of.
His book sold for $9?
$9.
And that's only 200, so I can't imagine what that is. That's less than my paycheck.
How do you live?
You don't. Obviously, he
Struggled.
wasn't. Yeah. Obviously.
Struggled. Yeah.
The trauma shows in his writing. Oh my God.
He was fucked up a little bit. Yeah. And this is when he started his career as a writer. So he focused more on his writing than the military.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, he published his anonymous collection Tamerlane, that's how you say it, and other poems, and he just submitted it to like a random, just anonymous. So they didn't know who that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This book, it wasn't very popular, and they only made 50 copies.
Oh.
So, yeah. Wasn't very popular. And then he was promoted to, I don't know how to say this word.
What? Where is it?
Artificer?
Artificer.
I have never heard this word.
Artificer.
And I should have looked at how you say it, but I don't know. It's where you prepare shells for the artillery.
Artillery.
Yeah, so he
Marriage.
Marriage. True love. I have the girls saying that all the time.
Yes.
It's so funny. Marriage. So funny.
He prepared shells like for the war?
Yeah, for their guns.
Oh.
Yeah, he prepared the ammo.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was in November of 1827. So he quickly moved up. And he served for 2 years, then got the rank of sergeant major for the artillery.
Oh,
so
okay.
He moved up. And he tried to end his enlistment. He didn't want to do it anymore.
I thought you were going to say end his life.
He was going to unalive himself.
Oh, gosh.
No, he didn't want to do it anymore. He was like, I want out.
I want to be a writer.
Yeah, so he tried to end it, and he revealed his real name to his commanding officer, who would only discharge him if he reconciled with his dad. He's like, you need to get your shit together and make up with your father.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And so he was like, ugh, whatever. And he wrote letters to his dad and tried to get him to help him, but he ignored him. John just was like, nope,
no.
I don't want anything to do with you. And so he just ignored him for months. Whoa. You spooked me.
Hey, girl.
What's up? Do you want to come say hello? That's what you wanted, huh? Say hello.
Hello.
Say Edgar Allen Poe. Come here. Say Edgar. No, you're shy?
You shy?
Okay, well, close your eyes. Say marriage.
Marriage.
True love. No, it's so cute though. We were just talking about that.
Marriage. True love. Nope.
History. What's up? What do you need?
I just want to do some here.
Okay, if you can sit in here if you're very quiet. Okay, I love you a latte. So cute. My earring got stuck in my hair. Will you go shut the door? Thank you.
Oh, he can do it. I'm gonna leave that part in. Marriage.
True love.
I love it.
I'm gonna clear my throat. Okay. So, it's just chaos. It's always just chaos.
It's not wonderful chaos, though.
No. Oh, yeah. So he just ignored him for months. And then decided, okay, I'll talk to you because guess what? Your mom's dying.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. So his foster mom, yeah, so she died in February 1829. And guess from what? Consumption.
Oh, wait, what?
Yep, she died from
Tuberculosis.
tuberculosis as well.
Oh my god.
So, his mom, his dad, his
His-
other mom.
His sister?
She didn't die.
No, she didn't die. I thought someone died. Why do I keep thinking someone else died?
More people died.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so she died from consumption. And so, after his wife's death, he was probably feeling soft and was like, okay, I'll help you. and agreed to to get him discharged.
Uh-huh.
And so he was finally discharged April 15th of 1829. And that's when he went to stay with his widowed Aunt Maria Clem and her daughter Virginia Eliza Clem. Remember that name?
Oh, I don't want to.
And his brother Henry. So he
Henry!
he found his brother, William, Henry, whoever, I don't know. I guess he goes by Henry.
Henry.
And the paternal grandmother, Elizabeth Poe,
Okay.
in September of 1829. And that's when he received.
It's hard to talk when you're on the spot.
Right? That's when he received, quote, the very first words of encouragement I ever remember to have heard, unquote, in a review of his poetry by critic John Neal in his second book, Al Araf, Tamerlane and Minor Poems.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess he was pretty getting up there by then. And then that's when he traveled to West Point to be a cadet in July of 1830. But, he hated that as well.
Yeah, I was
He
about to say,
needed
why does he
money.
keep, going to,
I know.
military war
Yeah,
stuff?
he
He's like,
just
I hate it.
Keeps going back and forth. He hates it, but I guess he
the
needs...
bills.
Yeah,
Makes the bills.
Makes the bills.
Pays the bills. Does not make bills. Makes
Yeah.
bills for other people.
Yeah, so he just keeps going back and forth because he needs money, but he really, really wants to be a writer. That's his passion. That's his goal in life. And then, John, his foster father, eventually disowned him
Oh, God.
after his marriage to Louisa Patterson. And I think, I was a little confused in the article that I was reading, but it said that Edgar was pissed off because John had kids out of wedlock.
No.
So I'm not sure if it was with Louisa or somebody else, because he had 2 kids. So then his father disowned him, so he had nothing to do with him after this.
Oh.
And this was in 1830. Yeah.
A lot going on with his life in such a short span.
I know, he was only 40 and all this stuff happened before he turned 40.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Get it, Eddie.
And so he tried to be let go. He didn't want to be a part of the military anymore.
Obviously.
Again. And so he was court-martialed on purpose on February 8th of 1831. He was tried for gross neglect of duty and disobedience of orders from refusing to attend formations, classes, or church. So he just
Not church.
not church. I know he was it's a hard word. It starts with a P. Presbyterian?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was.
Of course he was. I thought you were going to say pterodactyl. That starts with a P.
Pterodactyl.
But he's a
Same thing.
same thing. Of course he'd be that. He seems like the type.
Yeah. So he just didn't go to anything. He was like, I'm gonna get out of this. And so he was. So he left for New York in February 1831. He bounced around.
In New York, he's
All
going to
over the
be a new
place.
man.
Yeah. And he released his third poems called Poems.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, Eddie. That's so creative.
I know it. That's when he returned to his aunt, brother, and cousin in March of 1831. Henry had been sick for a while
Oh my
because
God.
of alcoholism. So he died from alcoholism.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not consumption,
Not consumption, but
alcoholism.
worse, maybe.
Yeah. So, and then he died August 1st of 1831.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, he lost his brother too. After his brother's death, he began to try harder at his career as a writer, but it was difficult. You know?
Thank you.
I got it out.
Mom, I need to
Disgusting.
come back.
Okay, I love you so much.
Welcome back, Paige.
I love you a latte.
Love you, latte. Love you, latte, Mom.
Hello.
Hello.
It's here. Okay.
Spaghetti.
I'm getting hot.
Take off all your clothes.
It's getting hot in here.
We started singing two very different verses.
I know, right? Okay. Anyways, the death of his brother was hard. So he was like, I'm going to push through. I'm going to do what makes me happy. But it didn't pay much because of the copyright laws, you know. Couldn't make it. He tried so hard and he just could not make it. So what he did was he became the assistant editor
Okay.
in August of 1835, but he was let go from that job because he went to work drunk.
Oh my God, Eddie, boy, what are you doing?
Yep. So they let him go, and then he returned to Baltimore, okay? He went back.
Don't look at me like
He
that.
went back to his cousin to get married.
No! Wait, what happened to the one girl?
Who?
Was he married to someone?
No.
Oh,
He went back and he married his cousin.
No!
Yes.
Stop!
Yeah. When I sent you those voice chats, and I was like, oh, there's some shit.
Oh!
Because I discovered he married his cousin.
Oh, no. Ew.
Yeah,
Is
first
it his
cousin.
No.
Yeah, I think it was his mom's sister.
Stop.
I think.
Oh,
Maybe.
my
Or-
God.
I don't know.
Ew.
I need to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, he married his cousin.
Why? Just what? Just because?
They were in love.
Sure they were. How old was she?
13.
Stop! No, he was like, what, 30?
He was
20?
26.
So, Eddie, I'm
Yeah.
not on your side anymore.
No, right? I was like, damn, you're a creep.
I know that's like
Back
Part of
then,
the time,
it was acceptable.
normal, but no.
But no.
That's a whole
She
child.
was a baby.
She was a baby.
But he loved her.
I'm sure
He
he
did.
did. I'm sure he did. Fucking pedophile.
I know. But yeah, so he went back to Baltimore where he got the license to marry her on September 22nd of 1835.
This month?
Yeah. Yeah. He was 26. She was 13.
Can I make it any more obvious?
Oh my gosh.
He was a writer. She was a child. Can I make it any more obvious?
Please do.
I am uncomfortable with the situation at hand.
Right? Yeah. So after that, he was reinstated with his editing job because he promised he was going to be a good boy.
Oh,
He's like, I promise. And he actually did really well. He published several poems, book reviews, critiques, and stories.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on May 16th of 1833, whoa, these dates are wrong. I'm so sorry. It was 1833?
1985.
I don't know. I'm
Doo-doo.
gonna- Hold on a second. When did Edgar Allan Poe get married to Virginia?
Edgar Allan Poe was married to Virginia Eliza Clem Poe from May 16, 1836 to January 30th, 1847.
Fucking idiot. So the year.
So something happened.
So I'm dumb. Okay. Rewind. On May 16th of 1836, so the year after they got the license, they got married.
Okay.
It was a Presbyterian wedding. Yeah. Ceremony at their Richmond boarding house. So just a little wedding at their house. But they lied and said she was 21. So that's how they kind of got away with that.
Excuse
Still
you.
creepy. And some biographers say that it was kind of like a scam wedding. Like they thought of each other more brother and sister. But others believe that it was loving. Like they really did love each other. So I don't know. I think he did love her because You'll see why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, he worked as an editor for multiple magazines between 1839 and 1841. But he struggled with alcoholism throughout the years and called in sick a lot when he was actually drunk. He missed a lot of meetings because he was drunk and just said he was sick. And they were kind of catching on. They were like, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Oh, no, Eddie.
Yeah. And then, in January of 1842, Virginia caught consumption.
No, stop it. She did not. Did she?
She did.
No.
Yeah, she started showing her first signs while she was playing the piano. She was being all cute playing the piano, and then like she started, like she popped a blood vessel in her like neck or something.
Oh my God.
And got really sick. Yeah, it was really sad.
No.
Yeah, and that caused him to drink more. He was heartbroken. He was like, my wife, she's dying. And she ended up passing away.
No.
In... Where did it go?
She passed away.
Wow. Oh, yeah. So she ended up passing away in January 30th of 1847.
Sad.
So just a couple years later, she ended up dying. But he struggled with it. He just turned to alcohol through that whole time. And that's actually when he wrote The Raven.
Oh, okay.
During this, he wrote it.
And that explains so much.
It was published in January 29th, 1845.
Mm-hmm.
So she shows signs, and then he publishes his story, and that's where he became really popular, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that the reason he wrote about the death of beautiful women is because all of the beautiful women he knew died.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
no.
all from consumption.
That explains actually a lot. Wow.
Yeah. So that kind of...
He is traumatized.
Yeah, traumatized. Yeah. Go then. Why are you in here? You weirdo. I love you.
Potty.
What a weirdo. Yeah. But they actually... This part's cool. It didn't really tie into a lot. It was just kind of a random fact. They moved to a cottage in Fordham, which is Bronx now, New York.
Oh.
And they have a little home that's known as the Edgar Allen Poe cottage.
Okay, so we're going?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking it up. I want to look at it.
Yeah, it's just a little teeny cottage. Yeah. But after she died, he became even more unstable. And he kind of just wanted to rebound. So he proposed to another poet named Sarah Helen Whitman. And their engagement failed due to his drinking and erotic behavior. He was just crazy.
Erotic, like...
Just crazy.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
No, just kind of like unstable. Just wild. Yeah. And Sarah's mother was like, nope, you cannot be with him. So she like...
Wow, a good mom in these stories?
Yeah.
Amazing.
She was like, nope, break up with him. You can't be with him. And so that ended, and their engagement didn't last long.
Yeah.
And then he returned to Richmond and resumed a relationship with his childhood sweetheart, Sarah Elmira Royster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were together for a while. But then, on October 3rd of 1849, he was found delirious on the streets of Baltimore in, quote, great distress and in need of assistance, unquote, according to Joseph W. Walker, who found him. Then he was taken to Washington Medical College, where he died on Sunday, October 7th, 1849.
Oh, no!
So his wife dies, 1847. He gets engaged to all these women. He's obviously still mourning her
Yeah.
You know? And drinks himself to death, I guess.
That is
He just
so sad.
was not happy. Yeah. But he died there at 5 a.m, but he wasn't coherent long enough to explain how he became so bad so fast.
Yeah, that's kind of sketchy.
And this part is fucking creepy.
Oh, no.
Fucking creepy.
Oh,
okay?
no.
Just because of it's they couldn't explain how he was wearing somebody else's clothes. He just was kind of wearing somebody else's clothes. And the night before, he kept calling out the name Reynolds. Reynolds.
Fuck off, you go away. Get your children, get your husband, get you out of here, go away. If you guys don't know, Paige's last name now is Reynolds.
I have goose nipples.
You have goose nipples?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I read that downstairs. I was like, oh,
That's why you started Reynolds. Why? Do they know why?
No, they couldn't get it out of him. They don't know who this Reynolds person is. They have no idea. And he just,
Oh my, what
he
the
just-
fuck?
He died and couldn't explain it. He was just too delirious and crazy. Yeah. But some say that his final words were, "Lord, help my poor soul."
Oh,
And died.
Oh, sad.
I know.
Maybe the Lord is Reynolds.
Right? Jeez.
Oh my, that is so creepy. Do you
Uh-huh.
think maybe like Reynolds killed him?
Some people believe that there was fishy behavior going on, something spooky, you know. And all the records have been lost. Like the death certificate, just like the official one is gone. So they don't really know. Like the cause of death is a mystery. And some say that it was congestion in the brain. Like his brain was just all fogged up. Yeah. And I was going to look up these words because I don't know what they mean. So,
Yes.
What if Reynolds was another person he was trying to marry? That failed?
fucking probably.
Maybe the Reynolds pamphlet. I've been quoting Hamilton this entire time.
You really have.
Have you read this?
Have you read this? But that is terrifying.
Yeah, and some people say that it was...
Wait, and you said that he was wearing someone else's clothes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
they don't know where he got these clothes.
The fuck?
Yeah, because he was poor, so he couldn't really afford all these clothes.
Uh-huh.
And they knew that those weren't his.
They were like high-end rich people clothes.
I don't know for sure what they look like, but they weren't his. Yeah, and some say that he had delirium tremens, which is a rapid onset of confusion caused by withdrawal from alcohol.
Oh,
So maybe he was trying to stop.
Oh, for his new wife, maybe.
Yeah. And then some say it was heart disease, epilepsy, syphilis.
If it was
Cholera.
epilepsy, don't you think he would be a little bit more different?
I don't know. And then some say it was carbon monoxide poisoning.
What the
And then
fuck?
some say it was rabies. Just all sorts of things. They have no idea how he died. So I'm going to say that it was just alcoholism.
Yeah. Broken heart, maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, his creepy little incestic brain was sad that
little-
his cousin died. His cousin wife.
His cousin wife. His mistress of a wife cousin.
Yeah, and he was his first cousin, so it's...
They were so
Well-
close.
They were so close.
That's like if I dated you, Camden.
He's like, damn, that's gross.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, it would be, because I'm 22. How old are you? 12. Ew, seeing it that
That's
way. Go, I don't
weird.
want you here. I'm kidding, but oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes?
I have something to say.
Okay.
He always adds something.
Oh, no, we love it. Wait.
Instead of using his usual black wool suit, he was wearing a cheap, ill-fitting suit and a straw hat in the hospital. Poe continued to drift in and out of consciousness, hallucinating and speaking nonsense when he was awake. On October 7th, when he died.
Speaking of the Reynolds.
Reynolds had the grape.
So he... Yeah, great. So he was like...
I found the berries.
You found the berries after all these years. But, like, so basically he dressed, obviously, we know how Edgar dressed. We've seen a lot of pictures, drawings. So he was wearing, like, yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
That's
guess so.
weird.
Yeah.
That explains why it's not like, oh, he had high-end clothes. It's he was wearing something out of the norm. That's like if I was wearing yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Straw hat. Straw hat.
Straw hat,
That and a straw hat.
basically.
Yeah, can you imagine? That's so weird.
I'm gonna post that exact picture.
Yeah. With
Oh.
Photoshop his face.
Yes!
And then a
send it
straw
to me.
hat. Yeah, so that's a little summary of his life. There was more on his army career,
But that wasn't...
but that was boring as fuck to me. I'm sorry
No offense.
to anybody in the military. I was just very bored with that section because it was Edgar Allan Poe and I wanted to know more about his spooky shit and not his
Not his.
military career, which is awesome. Like, he wanted to do something.
He didn't want to do it. What are you talking about?
You're right. He needed the money.
He needed the money. But obviously for what? What was it? $5 an hour?
$5 an hour.
Or a day?
Actually, when he was oh, sorry.
No, it's just so you don't hurt yourself.
When they promoted him, was it promoted or like his ranks? When he became a commanding officer, his pay jumped to $10 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wait, that's a
month.
lot.
$10 a month. My bad.
That's so sad.
Yeah, $10 a month.
I was about to say $10 an hour.
I know.
You should have been making bang. No.
Right? Could you imagine?
Oh my. That is. What a sad life, but also. I don't know if I feel bad for
Yeah,
him or don't.
Because, like, he wrote all these poems, and I mean, I like to say that I'm a fan of Edgar Allan Poe, but, like, I haven't read his stuff much, so I can't. I'm a fan now. Like, his poems were kind of pretty.
He has the poem or a short story about the guy with the dead eye, doesn't he?
Probably.
Is that him? I don't know.
Mysterious Star.
I'm a mysterious star.
Romance. Oh, that was another thing. He was well known for his romantic stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So he did that stuff first. Like,
Okay.
he was... Because it reminded me because romance. I'm going to read a little poem right now.
Marriage.
Marriage. No.
Marriage.
Romance. Romance, who loves to nod and sing with drowsy head and folded wing, among the green leaves as they shake, far down within some shadowy lake. To me a painted porquet hath been a most familiar bird, taught me my alphabet to say, to lisp my very earliest word, while in the wild wood I did lie, a child with a most knowing eye of late eternal condor years, to shake the very heaven on high with tumult, I don't know the word, as they thunder by. I have no time for idle cares through gazing on the unique sky, and when an hour with calmer wings its down upon my spirit flings, that little time with the lyre and rhyme to while away forbidden things, my heart would feel to be a crime unless it trembled with the strings.
Oh.
So yeah, that was some of his early poems.
So he wasn't just spooky, scary skeletons. He was marriage.
So he wrote stuff like that, and then after all of these beautiful women he loved died, he got spooky.
He got spooky writing about pretty girls
Raven.
dying.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can read more.
Read more.
Should we read something spooky?
Read something spooky.
Oh, look. The Raven. It's kind of long. Yeah, so The Raven was a poem, and then he has, like, a bunch of short stories. There's some that are really long, so maybe we could do, like, the next episode could be from stories.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Edgar
fun.
Allan, and that will be a little bit shorter.
Mm-hmm.
That we can just release a couple days after this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We can do that.
So I'll read The Raven right now.
Yeah, on brand. On brand.
Yep, it's not, like, super long. Okay. The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, "tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here for evermore. I love it. There's more, but I love it. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still be beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor, retreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," I said, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door." It's like pretty but spooky.
Yeah, and I feel like knowing what was happening to his wife, it sounds like the Grim Reaper's coming. Goose nipples.
Oh, yeah, because he wrote this at the same.
Yeah, so he's all like,
time.
"Why are you coming? Like, you're mistaken. Why are you here?"
Yeah, knowing.
Yeah, it makes it not it makes it scary, but also like
Very, very sad.
very sad because
I want to go watch The Raven now. Okay, there's more. Okay. Whoa. Oh, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here, I opened wide the door. Darkness there and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore?" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this and nothing more. Back into the chamber, turning all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard the tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something that my window lattice. Let me see then what there at it is." Sorry. What there, I don't know what that word is. There eat? I don't know. "And this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment. And this mystery explore. My heart be still. Oh. 'Tis the wind." Right. "'Tis the wind and nothing more." This is so sad.
Someone give him back his... No, actually, don't give him back.
Man, it's sad because the cousins.
They're cousins, but he seemed like he was really sad about it.
I know. Different times, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, my back is hurting me.
You're good.
Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than... Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore, not the least absence may... Oh, my brain. I'm tired. Made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mine of lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, gosh, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, though thy crest be shorn and shaven thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on a night's... Gosh, some of these words I just don't know what the fuck happened.
I looked up and it was coming off.
Oh my heck.
I don't know why.
It was Reynolds.
Which was Reynolds. You guys, I was trying so hard to be quiet as you're reading. It was very pretty. But as Paige was reading, the mic started coming off the desk. And so I slowly and carefully took it off, and now I'm holding it.
Yeah, I just looked up and it was down. Oh man.
But keep going.
But yeah, some of these words I just have never seen before, so
That's
sorry.
fine. Back then they used words like...
They made up words. Just kidding.
Flop it? Is that a word? What did flop it mean? Okay.
Oh, duh, Platonian. Stupid. Platonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Whoa.
There it is.
That was... The Raven by Edgar Allen Poe.
There's more.
There's more?
Nevermore, but there's more.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
Okay, go.
Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly. Through its answer, little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon a sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bust spoke only that one word, zoom, jeez, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before.
Oh, sad.
Wow! Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, I said, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the digress of his hope and melancholy burden bore, of nevermore. But the raven still beguilingly, my sad fancy into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosoms core?
Bosoms?
I want to say bosoms, but it's spelled a little different. I don't know. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But those velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall press, ah, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim, whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted, floor. Wretch, I cried, my God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this nepenthe and forget this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still of if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undotted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distance Aden, it shall clasp the sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. I'm getting tongue-tied.
Well, he's all fancy about it. Jeez.
I know. Holy moly, this is like my jaw underneath here is starting to hurt from talking so much. Almost done. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked, upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thou shalt. Lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak out from my heart.
Oh.
And take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven never flitting, still sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes all of seeming of demons that is dreaming, and lamp lit o'er him streaming, throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out the window that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
That's the Grim Reaper.
That is so sad. I've never heard of
Dang.
it. Like, wow, that's not what I meant. I've never, like, listened to it or, like, read it and thought of it as the Grim Reaper. I always thought, like, it was a bird.
Just like a spooky bird
But
hanging out in his house.
That's someone coming for his wife.
Uh-huh.
That is so sad.
Coming for his wife, his mom's.
His mom.
His brother.
Him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, yeah, he wrote this, like, how many months before he died?
A couple years.
Oh, a couple of years?
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. How many
He
years?
wrote it,
Because, well, anyway, that's, like, the Grim Reaper coming for him.
Yeah, he wrote it as his wife was dying. Like,
Yeah.
he found out that his wife had consumption, and then he wrote, like, published it.
Oh,
So-
that is so sad.
Yeah.
That makes you look at the Raven so much differently now.
Mm-hmm. Right there. There he is.
Oh, there's the Raven. There he be.
Yeah, so that's his tragic life. That's so
That is
sad.
the tragic life of Edger Allen Poe.
No wonder he was so spooky.
Yeah, he had every right to be. That sounds like trauma.
Right?
That is trauma right there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I thought he was bigger. Like, I mean, you know what I mean, back then.
Mm-hmm.
He was big, but, like, make $9. Wife dies.
Yeah.
Moms die. Brother dies.
Mm-hmm. His father abandoned him.
Ooh.
And then died.
Wait, he died?
The dad? Yeah.
The other one that abandoned him? He
Oh,
got abandoned twice, Paige.
yeah, he did. You're right.
The men in his life sucked.
Right? Yeah, his dad abandoned him when he was 1. His mom died when he was 2. And then his
Foster
biological dad, they say that he died the same year as his mom from consumption.
Do you think they gave it to each other?
Probably.
Shit.
And then I also heard that it was thought that Rosalie wasn't his like dad's daughter,
so
and
she
that's
was.
kind of why he left.
Oh.
But everything was lost, like all
Yeah.
the official stuff.
That's weird that everything was lost. It's always like the most important people that things are lost. Everyone's
Right.
important, but
the big people.
the big
Yeah.
people, like everything's always lost.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yep.
Now you look at his life a little bit differently.
Right? It makes me want to read more of these.
But we'll read that in the next.
So what I
episode.
have here is Edgar Allen Poe, Complete Tales and Poems, and it's a big old book full of everything that he's
Everything
written.
Mr. Eddie Boy wrote.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a made-up word right there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Xing.
Xing a paragraph. I don't know what that means.
Xing a paragraph. Paragraph XX.
Yeah. Gotta look up these words. Achilles.
Achilles heel.
Oh, yeah. Achilles grease.
Oh!
You write in a... Whoa.
You write in a fan fiction? What does that say?
The literary life of Thingumbob esque, I don't know, late editor of the Goosetherumfoodle.
Goosetherumfoodle?
Goose Nipples, the Goosetherumfoodle.
What does it mean?
That's like that Miley. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
By himself. Yeah. I don't know.
Goosetherumfoodle.
Goosetherumfoodle. Yeah.
Goosetherumfoodle. Oh, if I get a dog, that's what's going to be named.
Please do.
I'll call it Goose for short.
I'm just gonna go home and call Draco that.
Goosetherumfoodle.
Lenora.
Lenora?
No, nothing.
No, nothing. I know nothing.
William Wilson.
Ooh, do you think that's about?
I don't know.
Maybe. We'll have to go through these and read
Yeah,
them.
there's lots of stuff.
What does it mean? What does that say?
I don't know.
The
The-
assassination.
Sagination.
The exsagination. Saggy boobs.
Saggy boobs.
Ow.
Yeah, so like, see, then there's like those words.
Met-
Metzengerstein.
Metzengenstein.
Martin Luther.
What? King?
Junior?
Whoa. There's a lot to learn about this guy.
Right? Like the first half here is all of his poems, and then all of this is his short stories. So he only has like, I mean, I guess since poems are a lot shorter,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of bridal ballad.
Ooh.
To F.
Soda. Toof.
Not even one lonely rose.
Oh, sad. And it's toof.
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 Yeah, so he's a romantic spooky boy.
Romantic spooky boy who's in love with his cousin.
Yeah, he was really in love with her. Creepy, but you know.
Camden, sweet home Alabama. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, his life was pretty.
That was good research.
Thanks. It was
Hard.
I could have done more, I think. But
you're
I
also a mom.
Yeah, like, and we planned this episode like 3 days ago.
We did.
And so I've been taking the girls to and from school. And yesterday,
Uh-huh.
so Ava, she's in PM kindergarten, which is fine. I didn't want it at first, but they get out at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But yesterday, she had to go in earlier, and then they both got out like 3 hours earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, my schedule was all fucked up.
Sounds like it.
And this was like my first week of doing that since
Yeah.
Nivea started school last week, and then Ava started school this week. So it's just been pretty hectic, and I got this done in 2 days.
Wow.
So, I mean, it could have been better. I could have done more research. But from just the minimal amount of research, it was pretty good.
It was really good.
And I did listen to a podcast on the way here. Let me credit him really quick.
What did you monsters say?
That he's a monster.
The next episodes would be about Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy would be cool.
Hell yeah. So I listened to Time Suck with Dan Cummins. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Danny boy.
I think this is the same guy that does the Scared to Death podcast. It sounds exactly the same, and I think both of their names are Dan. So I think this is him.
Okay.
And yeah.
He does
So.
the spooky shit. Well,
Yeah, so whoops, weather. So thanks to him for giving me a little extra information, kind of like I can't remember. Some of the stuff I said was thanks to him.
thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
You're never going to hear this.
Yeah, you're never gonna hear this, but thank you.
You might. I don't know.
He might. Camden said he might. He might. Did you hear that too? Did you hear that too?
He looks very tired.
Thanks for being here, Cam.
Thanks,
and
Camden.
Gage.
Engage?
Don't call me tired. don't call me tired.
Don't call me Timmy. No, I don't trust you.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want? Is there anything you want to say, Camden? What would I say? You have to get close, my guy.
What would I say?
Oh.
What would I say?
Anything you want to close off for us?
How did you feel
Well,
about it?
How'd you feel?
Wait, where did that guy live?
Virginia.
He lived in a lot of places. He was born.
West Virginia. Alabama.
He was born in
Alabama?
Boston, Massachusetts, and he married his wife in
Oh, his wife's name's Virginia.
his wife's name is Virginia. They got married in where did they get married? Baltimore,
Baltimore, that's
Maryland.
Newark.
Maryland?
Wait,
Oh, Maryland.
The football team, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens?
Baltimore Ravens?
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Spooky, spooky,
Do you
spooky,
think-
ooky, ooky.
Spooky, ooky, ooky. So, yeah, what'd you guys think about it? You gotta get close.
He's weird.
He's weird,
A lot of death from disease.
right? Consumption. Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Anything you have to say about him?
Oh, the lamp fell over.
Spooky, ooky, ooky. It's my fault.
Edgar Allen Poe is a bitch, and I want him to 1v1 me.
He's very dead.
I don't care. I'll go to the afterlife.
Oh, where was he buried? I put where he was buried.
Why is it
What should be
spooky?
Alabama?
No.
Watch me. I don't know why he'd be buried in Alabama.
Dang. I think he's buried at the same place his wife is.
He better be. As much as weird it is.
She was buried at St. John's Episcopal Church in Richmond. And I think he was buried there too.
Better
Let's
be.
look it up real quick, shall we?
He's buried.
Where is Edgar Allen Poe? I read. It's still got it.
Poe was buried on the 9th of October, 1849.
Cool.
The place of burial of Edgar Allen Poe is Westminster Hall and Burying Ground, Baltimore, Maryland.
Alright, so with his wifey poo, right?
And the Ravens.
Westminster Presbyterian Church in Boston.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it sucks if he wasn't buried with her. Oh, hey,
He has a historical landmark in Baltimore.
that's where he died. Let's see. Oh. He will only ever be known for the Raven. How does that make you guys feel?
Is that what Baltimore?
Yeah, he's in Baltimore.
Is that where they got revenge?
Did that just click?
Goose nipples. Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So
Hold on.
now we have to know.
We gotta know.
What? Is that where they got the revenge?
Yeah.
What was the Baltimore Ravens football team named after?
Edgar Allen Poe.
Here's a summary from Sports Illustrated.
Was it?
The name Ravens was derived from the poem.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Also was an effective
Okay, sorry, Dad. I need to switch my football team.
Go, don't tell him. Actually, we switched to the Ravens.
Yeah, now I have to support the Ravens because that's so fucking
That is
cool.
cool. How do we not know?
I don't know.
How was that not in any of the research? Not like you didn't
I
research
didn't.
it. No. Like saying like they didn't mention it.
I don't know.
That's like cool to mention though.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to read it in case it didn't show up. The name Ravens was derived from the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, who was born in Boston but lived and died in Baltimore. The name Ravens was also an effective complement to other professional sports franchises in town, the Baltimore Orioles of Major League Baseball. But yeah,
It was from the Raven.
it was from the Raven
That's cool.
That
That's
is
our
so
new
cool.
band.
band.
That's our new.
Oh my god, what
Football
if what if we got like a made up jersey? Ravens with like Poe on the back.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
And then
A shirt.
a shirt. A merch
Can we
shirt.
do that?
Yeah, I think so.
You make a website and then all that stuff.
I think we can though. It's not like we're stealing it from him. And then we'll put like little like our logo right here.
You know, like
God.
It's free to use if he's been dead for more than 70 years.
Thank you, Eddie.
School.
School.
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
Yeah, that's way cool.
That is.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting that in our brains.
Yes.
It suddenly got cold in here.
I love it. Bring me the
Feels
cold
nice.
air.
The ghost of Edgar
Well.
Allan Poe.
It's okay. We'll go downstairs and.
Edgar, man.
Edgar, man.
Edgar, man.
Uh,
What
the
time
ghost
is
of
it?
Edgar, man.
It's 9.
It's 9. You have to go home. You can't
I
sleep
do
over
have to
because your
go
kids.
I know. School.
Squirrel. Well then, we'll end it here.
All right.
Thank you, Paige. You did really good. You're welcome. I like Paige podcasts. They flow a little bit better than Jordan podcasts because I'm like squirrel.
Whatever. I got mouth mumbly jumbly.
Skinwalker's your idea?
It was Paige's idea, but I did the research.
We go back and forth. We share ideas.
We do. And then the next one after this will be stories, and then
Stories from
Ted
Edgar
Bundy,
Allan
because this
Poe.
one really wants Ted Bundy for some
He
reason.
does. We'll have to invite him over to listen to that one too.
I
We
don't
know
know.
We plan this like 2 days in advance.
Yep. We're really good at the stuff we do. But we're gonna do Twilight one, and that's gonna be a good like 5 episodes.
Yeah, it is.
We can talk about rigor mortis.
Yes, rigor mortis.
And
And then we can talk about actual rigor mortis because that sounds fun.
that does. We should talk about that.
Yes.
No one knows what we're talking about when we said rigor mortis.
Uh-uh.
Don't worry about it. They're never gonna know. Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
That's what we should call her next.
Correct.
Nobody will ever know who we're talking about unless they're in that group
Yeah.
on Facebook.
What else do they call her?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Rah rah Rasputin. Well, we all look
Yeah.
very tired.
I'm so tired. I have to go drive home.
She has to drive home. Camden, you're.
Do this all day.
Oh.
Okay, Captain.
Gonna do this all day.
All right. Should we let Camden
Yep.
say us out?
What do you want me to say?
Anything you want, you can say. Did you hear that too? That's the name of the podcast. You can say something about Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. He wasn't a hoe. All right.
I don't know what to say. Wait,
He was so
what is it?
I
Did you
don't.
hear that too?
I did.
I heard it.
Did you hear that too?
That should be our intro every
That
time.
should be our intro. Okay, you want to say it better?
Did you hear that too?
Dun, dun, dun.
I love it.
Woo! Oh, caca. Oh, I don't know how to stop it. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye. Spooky, ooky, ooky.
Caca.
Spooky, ooky, ooky.